Hey guys, Marlo back again with another unboxing and review, and today I have the 1/6 scale Cyber Killer, aka Trinity, from the Matrix movie franchise, and this is specifically Trinity from the original first movie. I got this figure from 1/6 Kit. If you're curious about future 1/6 scale figures, be sure to check out his website. I'll put a link in the description as well as throughout the video. So anyhow, this is the shipper box, how I received her. Not much to the shipper box, pretty simple and plain. Already went ahead and opened it up to speed along the process of the unboxing. Let's see if I could slide her out. There she goes. And there is a plastic cover for that, but let's get rid of that. So here is the box. Oops, have it upside down there. So this is the box that she comes in. Pretty nice looking. It says Cyber Killer there, 1/6, and you can see this crazy circuitry with this sort of metallic green hollow foil type print throughout the back of the box. What does it say there? Blah blah blah. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to read all that, as I will just keep moving along. Again, that reflective hollow foils type printing on the front. And while I'm doing this, I'm trying to figure out, okay, it looks like it opens up from there. There's a flap held together with magnets, as you can see there. So let's see, don't want anything falling out, so there is a foam piece covering her up, and here is how she comes housed in the box. So let's take this off and take a closer look at how she comes packaged. You can see her there. She has two pistols, looks like a couple holsters there, her duffel bag, and it looks like there's just some foam in there. It's just padded, so nothing else inside. Two extra hands, the figure herself. Let's see, is there anything else underneath all of this? Maybe on another layer. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. So underneath that, in a separate layer, we have her display stand. What is this? Okay, it looks like a belt is right there, and trench coat. So I believe that would be it. Let me go ahead and take everything out and take a closer look at all of the contents up close. And here we have the figure out of her package, and before we take a closer look, let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories and what she comes with. You can see here she comes with two pistols. They look like Berettas. I'm not a gun expert, so you guys can comment below and let me know exactly what kind of pistols these are. Again, I'm thinking they're Beretta style guns. The hammer does pull back, as you can see there. A little bit tough. I'm doing this with one hand. And the top of the gun does have some movement to it, but just very slight. Doesn't pull all the way back as far as I can tell, even with the hammer down. Oh, there you go. Okay, got it to pull back a little bit better there, but yeah, so you can see there's some movement there. The bottom, let's see, how about the magazine? Does that come out? Don't know if you guys care, but yep, the magazine does also come out for the bullets. So pretty cool, pretty detailed there as far as all the parts of the pistol. So that's good to know. There are a couple holsters there, made in this faux style leather. Couple pistol grabbing hands there, as opposed to the two that she comes with. They're more or less like open hands, so not many hands, which is kind of disappointing. Just, I guess, a total of 4 hands in all, or 2 pairs. Here is the belt that she comes with. Again, a faux leather type belt. Hopefully this won't easily tear or break. So I guess I got to apply that to her waist a little bit later. And here is her trench coat. Looks to be nicely made. Has that sort of glossy, shiny leather to it. And hopefully again this is constructed of a good material and will not fall apart in time. Again, one of my biggest fears with these 1/6 scale figures are figures with leathery type materials that just don't seem to stand the test of time. But there you go, just showing you guys some of the details on that. And there are no wired parts to this as far as I can tell, which is unfortunate as well. Again, we kind of took a look at the duffel bag already, but this is the duffel bag, and again you can imagine it is just full of a bunch of weapons. And here is the display stand. Has a felt type top to it, which is kind of cool. Nothing underneath, pretty plain. And moving on to the figure herself, pretty impressive. The head sculpt is not too bad, so let me know what you guys think. Let me give you guys a closer look at that. I do see Carrie-Anne Moss there, but just like the other figure, I forget who made that one. I'll grab her from my collection in a little bit for a comparison. She's not quite 100% there. I think they were calling the other figure the guidance figure. But anyways, we'll compare to see which one is better. Again, not too bad, at least from a distance. And I kind of wish her skin was a little bit more smoothed out. Yeah, it seems like they kind of try to work on it a little bit too much. She looks like a little bit like an older Carrie-Anne Moss to me. And she does have some weight, and I was wondering about that. And it looks like they're using a Phison or TB League type body with the squishy silicone skin, which I did not think they would do. So again, I'll give you guys a quick look at how she is with her outfit real quick before we get on to some of the other details like articulation. Again, that shiny leather type material. And it doesn't seem like there are any wires in her coat here as well. I wonder, is it a different coat? Like, why did they have to include two? Let's see. Yeah, it's a different style, I guess. This one's kind of plain, whereas this one has the straps. Didn't realize she had so many different trench coats in the movie, but I guess you can switch them out. And again, pretty solid. You can see she stands pretty nice. Her boots are pretty cool, nice and shiny. Let's see how tall she comes in. I mean, she seems quite big. Let me zoom out a bit. And looking through the viewfinder, it looks like she's right at about 12 inches tall. So I recall the other figure I had, the guidance figure, I forget the maker offhand, but she came in a bit shorter, which I think worked a little bit better for these 1/6 scale figures. Alright, so here is the figure. Her arms go out pretty nicely, even with the trench coat on. Let's see how her arms bend. Again, she is heavy. She appears to be using that Phison style body, like I said. There you go. Arm can bend about so far. I wouldn't leave it in that pose again because of the silicone body. Don't know why this one, I guess it's just a little bit stiffer. There we go. Kind of scary, but it does feel like that metal endoskeleton. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, it's that silicone type body underneath. The legs have some good range of motion there, even with the leather pants, as well as with the knees. You know, all kinds of rotation there. And movement at the ankles. Doesn't quite hold it too well, but there is that. Let me go ahead and pop the head off. You can see how she is held in place. You can see the metal endoskeleton right there. Pop it back on. Let's go ahead and remove the trench coat. Maybe that'll give us a better look at the body in terms of like the arms and everything. So popping the hands off. Not as scared to break this, as the inside is that metal endoskeleton and not just some flimsy plastic pegs. But there we go. This is her with the coat off. So let's pop those hands back in place. There we go. And yeah, just to give you guys a idea, I think the head is a little bit more pink in comparison to the body. And don't know, does it scale pretty good? I think her proportions are okay in terms of her head and the body. Just the flesh tone might be a tad off, but not going to be too picky about that. Just worried about her height now overall, because she does seem like a bigger figure. So here is a look at Trinity. Oh, interesting. Never knew she had that kind of back detail, or at least I never thought about it. So that's kind of crazy there with all the string work. And again, just surprised they went with this Bison style body. So let me go ahead and grab some of my other non-licensed Matrix figures for a comparison. And here we have both of my Trinity figures. The other one here to the left of the screen is the Toyworks Trinity from the Matrix second film. As you can see right away, there is a size discrepancy. The Toyworks version is much smaller, and the other version here, the new one with the Bison style body, is a lot taller. So not sure which one you would prefer to scale up with your other 1/6 scale Matrix figures, but I'll give you guys a look at the two head sculpts. Let me know which one you prefer. I'm leaning more towards the Cyber Killer version here, even though she does have a little bit of lumpiness in terms of the sculpt. You can see it there more in the shadows. They're kind of exaggerated. I wish it was a little bit smoother. Overall, from a distance at least, I think she does capture the likeness of Carrie-Anne Moss a little bit better. Size wise, she might just be a tad too tall, whereas the Toyworks version might just be a little bit too short. So we need something kind of in between, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, let me give you guys a closer comparison of the two head sculpts there. And I'm thinking this Cyber Killer needs some glasses, so I didn't see that in the box. Let me check the box once again. Let me put her aside. There is no glasses. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, you can't even see it. It's super camouflaged in the box, so be sure to check your box carefully, guys. There are some glasses there, so we're gonna have to try those out. Alright, with the glasses on, she looks dead on like Carrie-Anne Moss as Trinity. Glad I found the sunglasses. Almost missed that entirely. And here is my Morpheus figure, also by Toyworks, standing side by side. And Now that I look at everything, I think the Toyworks Trinity is much too small, and the Cyber Killer probably size is okay. Again, maybe just a tad too tall, but in comparison, I think I prefer even her taller height over the very tiny looking guidance version of Trinity here. And of course, once she has her glasses on, she looks a lot better. Her likeness is a lot closer to the character. But again, that would be a matter of opinion. Let me know what you guys think overall in terms of how they size up. And there you go. Building up my Matrix collection. Glad to have this version of Trinity finally in the collection. She retailed, or she cost me anyways, about $190 shipped from 1/6 Kit. Of course, I pre-ordered her, waited many months, and finally got her in. So 190 bucks for her versus the Toyworks version, which came out to about $130 shipped. So you are seeing a $60 price point difference in the two. So I believe in this case you are definitely getting what you paid for. A much nicer body, a little bit more accurate head sculpt, and some nicer details overall with the Cyber Killer Trinity figure. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing and review. If you did, please do give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to share the video, like the video, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. As always, take care, stay safe, keep on collecting, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.